Most men think they have to wash their hair right after working out. This is wrong. Because you don't realize that washing your hair after every single workout is actually damaging your hair more than it's helping your hair. So today, I'll give you 3 tips to have clean, sweat-free hair right after you get done working out without washing it. But before we get into that, why should you stop washing your hair after every workout? Well, the shampoo you're using after every workout every day is super harsh on your scalp. It also strips out all the sebum and natural oil production. And when you do this daily, your scalp will kick into overdrive and overproduce sebum, which will lead your hair to get much more oily, much more often, which means you're gonna have to wash your hair much more often, and it just becomes this vicious cycle that you must get out of. So, how do you get out of this cycle? Good question. And that leads me to tip number 1. Sweat less by applying the right product. If you get extremely sweaty while working out, this product will reduce that significantly. According to an article from Living Proof, a product like a dry shampoo's primary job is to absorb and remove oil, sweat, and odor from your hair. Now, there are many different dry shampoos out there. Some may leave your hair feeling extra greasy, but some will give you those results you're looking for instantly. The 3 dry shampoos that I personally recommend are Aspen Extract Texture from OGX, Batiste Original Dry Shampoo, and Charcoal Detox from OGX. These are 3 well-known dry shampoos that won't leave that oily film on your hair. And these have all been proven to absorb sweat and odor from your hair. So to apply this correctly, I want you to part your hair down the middle. Then do tiny little spritz of the dry shampoo on your roots. Then spritz it on each side of your hair. And remember, a little bit goes a long way. And using this pre-workout will help keep your hair fresh and absorb oil secretion. Tip number 2, make your hair easier to manage with a hair tie. Look, most men wear their hair wrong at the gym. But just by using a hair tie at the gym will make your hair less wet and messy looking. And a mistake most guys make when they're working out is they either wear a hat or a headband. When you wear either of these two, the ends of your hair could get stuck to your back. And the heat will get built up in your head and you'll start to get drenched. So I want you to stop wearing hats and headbands and to start tying your hair in a loose man bun. Now, to do this correctly, you're gonna wanna gather all your hair, grab a hold of all of your hair with your right hand, and make sure that your hair tie is around your right hand. And with your left hand, take that hair tie and place it over your hair. Then twist the tie around once, then place your hair inside of it, just pull it out a little bit, and then boom, you have the perfect loose man bun. And the reason you'll want this to be more loose is because you'll want airflow through your scalp. But you also don't want it to be too loose to the point where it's falling out when you're working out. Tip number 3, shower, but don't wash your hair. If you still want to be clean after you work out, go ahead and take a shower. But this doesn't mean you have to shampoo your hair. According to a study by a dermatologist named Dr. Foz, he states that it is not necessary to wash your hair after every workout. Now, I get it. The concept of not washing your hair after you work out is pretty hard for most people to get on board with. As a matter of fact, it was even hard for me until I applied this 3-step process that actually made it feel cleaner than when I washed it. First, you're gonna wanna keep your hair in that man bun it was in from your workout. This is important because, like I mentioned, you're not going to be washing your hair or even getting it wet at all. So try your best not to get your hair wet. And if you want to, you could even slip on a shower cap and then just take your shower like normal. And step number 2 is to let your hair down right after you hop out the shower. Now your hair's still going to be wet and sweaty from your workout, but you need to keep in mind that sweat doesn't necessarily mean it's bad for your hair. It's only a bad thing when it stays in your hair for a long time and it starts to get that sort of moldy smell. So to ensure the fact that you will get all the sweat out, grab a hair dryer and put it on the coldest setting while on the highest intensity setting. The reason you'll want to put it on the coldest setting is because you just worked out, so your body temperature is still extremely high. So if you use super hot air, that's going to do nothing but make you sweat even more. And then the second reason is that you don't have any sort of heat protectant in your hair. So you obviously don't want to damage your hair. So on the coldest setting, you're then going to want to blow dry your roots. This will completely evaporate the sweat. And the reason you'll want to blow dry the roots is because all that sweat is built up on your scalp since you had your hair in a man bun. So the sweat didn't get to your ends. And then my third step is to use the dry shampoo one more time. And it's the same process as before. Just do a few little spritz and you'll be good to go. And if you follow all of these tips, you will for sure have amazing clean hair right after the gym, all without washing it. If you want to continue to level up your hair, I will leave you 2 videos right here, and I'll see y'all in the next one.